Hi students, in this video we are going to discuss about this last topic in our syllabus, anomalous secondary thickening in Borrelia. So first of all, what is anomalous secondary growth? Before that, we should know that the primary structure, the sum of the monocots and dicots, they exhibit anomaly in their primary structure, and that anomalous structures or that anomalies may persist uh, throughout their entire life. And apart from that, in some cases, uh, during the secondary growth, they show abnormality in their secondary growth, and that is because of some of the reasons. And these abnormalities or anomalies in secondary growth may be because of either because of the unusual position of the cambium or abnormal functioning of cambium, or in some cases there may be more than one ring of cambium may be formed, and some cases extrastellar cambial ring may be formed in some different way, and also interciliary phloem may be formed, or interciliary cork may be formed. These are different types of anomalies that may be uh, noticed, and different plans are there which shows anomalous secondary thickening, but we have to study only the anomalous secondary growth in Borrelia diffusa. So anomalous secondary thickening, it means a deviation from a normal pattern. Normal secondary growth we have learned, and in some cases there may be some deviations or some abnormalities which is different from the primary normal secondary growth, that are known as anomalous secondary growth. And in Borrelia is one of such examples. And the types of anomalous secondary growth, it may be because of the abnormal behavior of the normal cambium. Cambium may be formed normally, but it behaves abnormally. That may be one condition. Or in some other cases, abnormally formed cambia may behave abnormally. That may be the other condition. Okay. So in case of Borrelia, this is a cross section of Borrelia stem, and Borrelia, it has an epidermis followed by hypodermis, collenchymatous hypodermis is there, and then a cortex, parenchymatous cortex and a chlorenchymatous cortex. Then endodermis is not so prominent, and pericycle is there which limits the stellar region. Vascular bundles, they are arranged in 3 rings. The central one, these two larger ones, they are called the central bundle, and then outside that central ring you can see another ring, that is the medullary bundles, that is the second ring. And here the number of vascular bundles may be around 6 to 14 bundles may be found in the second ring. And an outer ring is there, this is the outer ring, and that outer ring consists of 15 to 20 small bundles. So the size of the bundle decreases from the center to the periphery. See, these middle ones were the larger ones, and the second ring is smaller than the middle one, and the third ring is much smaller than the second one. So the size, it decreases, it shows a decreasing trend towards the periphery. So secondary thickening in these middle that is the central one and the middle ones, they are limited. So here the intravesicular cambium, it acts normally and it produces secondary xylem on the inner side and secondary phloem on the outer side. So as a result, what happens is the size of the bundle, it increases a little bit. So Here the secondary growth is restricted to the increase in the size of individual bundles in the central and the middle bundles, while in the third ring of vascular bundles, there what happens is the cambium, interfascicular and intrafascicular cambium, they join to form a cambial ring, and this cambial ring, it produces secondary xylem to the inner side, secondary phloem to the outer side. Okay, and there is a peculiarity in this secondary tissue formation, that is what on the inner side, the cambial ring, it produces secondary xylem in the intrafascicular region only, that is the region where this is the yellow ring, it is the cambium, right? So the cambium at this region, these are individual bundles, so the cambium which is lying in line with this bundle and this bundle and this bundle, likewise in all the cases, so the cambium which is lying in the intrafascicular region, it produces secondary xylem to the inner side, and in between this bundle and this bundle there is this space, and so this space, in this space, the cambial ring that comes in between these two bundles, it produces conjunctive tissues, lignified conjunctive tissues at this region. Okay, in between the bundles they produce conjunctive tissues. So that is the case with the inner side, and to the outer side, the cambial ring produces secondary phloem opposite to the region where it produced secondary xylem. So this region, to the inner side it produced secondary xylem, so to the outer side, opposite to the secondary xylem, it produces secondary phloem. Okay, and parenchymas in this region opposite to these conjunctive tissues, here it produces parenchyma cells. So that is how it functions, and after some time, after some activity, this cambium stops functioning, so then a new ring of cambium is formed outer to this ring. Okay, and that ring of cambium is formed by the union of secondary parenchyma cells and the conjunctive tissues. Okay, the first accessory cambium functions in the same way as the vascular cambium functions. It cuts off secondary xylem alternating with the lignifier. So when a first accessory cambium is formed outside, then the next ring of vascular bundles will be formed in the alternate manner, that is next ring, in the next outer ring, vascular bundles will be formed here, that is alternating between these two. In between these two, here a bundle will be formed, here a bundle will be formed, here a bundle will be formed, here a bundle will be formed. So it will be formed in an alternating manner. Each ring will be formed in an alternating manner. So the number of accessory cambiums, it will be consequently formed outer and outer, and it may range from up to 2 to 4 ring of vascular bundles are formed, conjoint collateral bundles are formed. This process continues. So this is all about the anomalous secondary growth in Borrelia. Okay, these are the points. Okay, thank you.